Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you my review of Imperial War, Imperial Guardians, Issue 1, 2025. Ooh, nutty looking cover there. We get some of the people up here, definitely get Super Skrull in this. This is definitely an interesting kind of jump on point. This is the last one shot, helping to kind of launch point the rest of the things spinning out of Imperial. This one has an interesting kind of setup of what kind of it leaves off for. We'll have to see how it kind of works out. I was more interested to see how Captain Marvel kind of works into this. I like her characterization here. It fits with what's been going on with the Avengers. And I got to learn more about like Darkhawk because I was not really that well versed with that character. I'm like, okay, this is kind of interesting. So if you're wondering if you should go for this, it's $4.99. I really like the art and the kind of handle of the characters, even though it's been a while since I've seen like Gamora. I haven't really been that well versed, of course, with Darkhawk. Super Skrull kind of pops in depending upon what's kind of happening on certain kind of things. I've known him more of what Hickman's been doing in the Imperial kind of main series, but that kind of still lines up with what we've got in here as well. So let's just crack into this. Pretty much showcasing the main kind of characters that we're dealing with: Gamora, Darkhawk, Captain Marvel, and Super Skrull. Sometimes myths come back to life after they are dead. The Skrull culture once venerated a messianic prophet called Varanke. Unlike the warrior gods of the Shi'ar or the technologic divinities of the Kree, Varanke was not an aggressive symbol. She wasn't even a god, just a priestess whose gifts were soft and silent, causing changes that were only noticed after they had happened, as befits a fluid and shifting species. Very interesting there. As Empress of the Skrulls, Varanke led her people in a secret invasion of Earth, but it failed and she perished. The myth of Varanke is gone from the galaxy. No my face, no my truth. As we see these people kind of going to these Skrulls, and of course whoever Varanke is to kind of lead that up. Sometimes myths retain surprising power, even when their original meaning shifts or is forgotten. I like that kind of analysis on myths because that goes with Greek mythology, Roman, what we've got here with our myths for these characters. And we see 9 months ago, Dead Reef, Salix, Outworld. And we see Gamora dealing with like a lot of crazy ass shit. The Omlux droid forms won emancipation from their organic creators 400 years back during the brief but bloody Apparatus Rebellion. Despite their autonomy, the droid forms clung to concepts of preservation and service, showcasing that even if you do a rebellion, sometimes old ways kind of persevere. It became their religion. Droid form ministries now maintain the relics and ruins of other cultures throughout the lesser fringes. Interesting. They do not know or care what these relics meant to the cultures that made them. Their gospel is simply to protect that which was once significant. They do so with dedication and devotion. There's no getting past them. Aren't you supposed to be the deadly one, Gamora? Deadliest, I heard. Your wisecrack game is feeble, Darkhawk, and your hand-to-hand is sloppy. Ow. Looks like you people need a bigger gun here. And it's really interesting to see... Okay, I'm like, alright. Interesting to see how their kind of banter goes back and forth as the droid form are, like, going at their asses. And there's, like, just saying, as we see a really awesome look at Captain Marvel there. I'm like, alright. Her banter's on as she just kind of, like, cracks them out with her powers. It's like, alright. Yeah, you better run. Captain Marvel, what are you doing here? Wondering why thank you is so hard to say. Danvers, could ask you the same. That Flight Hawk with you? This a Guardians thing? It's Darkhawk. You know it's Darkhawk. It's like, okay, she's doing a little bit of play. It's like, alright. Still on a watch list in all civilized systems for crimes against the Shi'ar royal family? That was years ago. Yes, you never really did get the hang of the superhero gig, did you? Seriously, is this a Guardians thing? The Guardians are disbanded. Christopher and I? We're investigating a potential threat. Separately. It's like, okay, interesting. So you kind of popped up. Our paths crossed some weeks ago. Our interests aligned. We joined forces. Now you. Man, I love a team up. Doing it old school. Did you fight first? Then now you. I kind of love that. She's like, ooh. Did you do it superhero style? It's like, okay. Same. Investigating a potential threat. Since you don't seem to want to, I'll say it first. Skrulls. It's like, okie dokie. And I kind of like how the paneling kind of works out here. We got a lot of kind of different kind of close-up kind of stuff with like people out, like, on the whole page, and then kind of doing traditional kind of, like, horizontal ones, and then just, like, shifting of certain kind of perspectives to zoom in on certain things, zoom out. Oh, yeah. I mean, coming as we've all come to find that, right? That's what she looked like. That's what she looked like sometimes. Sometimes myths change their faces, but their meanings endure. Varanke was a symbol of self-determination. And of course, I really like how they go out to see that whole thing for Varanke. And of liberation. She taught her followers to shift and flow, to not be constrained by form or doctrine or even identity. Fluid adaptation was the ultimate escape from repression, but we see how that kind of has some downsides here. It's like, it sounds pretty good, but you gotta watch out because then it could change to any kind of thing, and that's why the scrolls were weaponized in this Imperial conflict. Be that repression, doubt, or fear, or the persecution of other more savage species. Through shift and choice, a scroll might find their own individual truth. Now that's helpful until it comes against probably an actual kind, like another kind of truth. In that truth, salvation, and in that salvation, freedom. Uniformity and conformity were shackles to be cast off. Change was the only constant. So it's interesting how you can be shackled by conformity and uniformity, but then it looks like you can also be shackled by constant change like this. Through change, her greatest gift, the scrolls could make the galaxy whatever they wished it to be. Supreme above all others. Know my face, know my truth, as we see her kind of going and gathering more people. Rumors at first, in the Outworlds, months ago. I dismissed them to begin with. Then I observed a slow shift in the Skrull communities. Stories of a prophet, of a goddess returned. And we all know the proverb, when the Skrulls shift, trouble follows. That one I heard I heard similar stories of Varanke. Varanke is dead, of course, but I saw her die. But even the idea of her reborn, this is a fragile time. It's like, yeah, we gotta watch this shit. And then we get into Gamora's kind of whole thing as well on this one. Right, we're on the verge of an actual galactic union. If Jason of the Spartax can get the votes, that's huge. The best chance for real peace and stability we've had in generations. The last thing anyone needs is the Kree-Skrull Alliance failing and screwing it up. So I took some time off from leading the Avengers and came looking to see if there was any truth to it. Now, they are doing some interesting stuff in the Avengers, so I'm figuring out kind of timeline-wise where this is going for Carol. Have you found any, Captain? Enough to make me twitchy, Christopher. It's weird seeing your face. Does it get sweaty in there? When I'm wearing the Raptor armor, I'm not inside it. I'm somewhere else. It's a bi-location thing. Oh, I've been there. For me, it was Nega. Can we return to the point? The scrolls are shifting. Discord will follow. And I'm not going to let anything threaten the foundation of the Union. But I never took you to be the political type. I was a guardian of the galaxy. I guarded the galaxy several times. Hey, we've all been guardians of the galaxy. I just meant I was raised by Thanos, bred to kill and destroy. Taught to rule civilizations through fear and annihilation. I reject that legacy. A true galactic union represents peace and security. Everything my father was not. I intend to fight for its interests. I definitely get Gamora being that protective of this and being that one to be on the front lines to stop any kind of threats to it. Go on. There's no more on to go. There's much more serving with the Guardians gave Gamora There is much more. Serving the Guardians gave Gamora a place on the right side of history, despite her origins. She will not let that redemption slip, even if the Guardians are long gone. I get that. And that is cool to kind of get into her character like that. She hates all this stuff that Thanos had done to her and put her as part of her legacy, and she wants to have that legacy change to being of the Guardians and protecting this union. I just figured Peter had asked you to look into it. The Union's his dad's project, after all. I've not spoken to Star-Lord in months, but you know Peter Quill would want his father's dream to succeed, so this is personal. Yeah, they might not have... I don't know what's completely going on with them in the comics at the moment, but I'm like, okay. It's cool that she wants to help out and everything, though she would never admit it. And I guess you're helping out because you're hoping that if the Union is founded, you'll get yourself a pardon, right? No, I'm not a superhero. Not with that attitude. I am bonded to a remote sentience via my armor. It's hard to explain. No one can understand Christopher Powell. No one can understand. Christopher Powell is only just beginning to after all these years of missing the point. He wasn't an average kid who chanced on some alien tech and gained fabulous powers. Interesting to kind of learn this, and I like how this backstory kind of works out for him, because it doesn't feel like it's completely plot dump, but it's giving me stuff so I understand what's going on with him. I receive information, predictive data. I have no idea how it's obtained. The sentience has been telling me things for years, and I haven't been listening properly. The Raptor suit is an instrument built by an ancient intellect, and it has a purpose, a deep purpose, a long game. So we have to see what that is. And everything the suit's ever told him about its origins has been a lie. That ain't fucking good. What's it telling you now, Christopher? Beware Veronke. The scrolls are shifting to fit her truth. It's like, okay, so they're shifting to fit whoever this person is truth. And that's according to the suit, but we'll have to see if that's a lie as well by the suit. Christopher's data added credibility to my hunches. Does it, though? These messages, visions, that makes it so much better. You don't know who's sending them? What's sending them? No, but you believe them. Predictably, they've never been wrong. What are these visions like? And then we see them, and it's like burning and death and everything, and he's like fucking just bleeding out the eyes and shit. It's like, oh, regular prophetic visions. Is like, he's not wrong there, and I kind of like him, kind of like, shit. 8 months ago, Throne World 2, built on the ruins of Sacred Hala, seat of Emperor Doric VIII, capital of the Kree-Skrull Alliance. Is any of this corroborated? None of it has any provenance, my Lord Clert. It is merely a compilation of hearsay and possible sightings, but the sheer number of them I thought is worth your attention. Do you want this individual located and brought to you? No. Located if she... located. If she is, returned. If she is who she claims to be. Reverence demands I go to her. 7 months ago, Kree-Skrull Alliance settlement, Lydrix 4, as we see Carol, Darkhawk, and Gamora pretty much taking on some other people. Pretty nice action scenes. Pretty nice way to see like the flow and everything. See how Darkhawk operates, how Gamora operates. Carol, of course, just like cracking it out. You have no right to invade our sacred precinct. And you have no right to employ Zarian metamercs to defend it. Their kind are outlawed in Alliance territory. We are obliged to protect ourselves and our holy sites as best we can. Skrulls face persecution and assault wherever we settle, even when those sentiments are Alliance approved. We'll let the illegal mercs slide, Gamora. Where's Veronke? It's like, it's kind of interesting to see what's going to be going on with that. It's like, it sounds like a fucked up situation all around. I do not know who you mean, Destroyer. Sure, of course, because she's linked to the Kree, Skrulls, bad shit there. Yes, why would you recognize the name of your own Messiah? I've scanned for concealed chambers and priest holes. If she was ever here, she's gone. What? 6 worlds? Trail goes cold every time. I think we were close here. Zarian mercs are overkill for protection duty at a small community temple. Well, the elders aren't going to tell us anything. Why would they? You're a Kree vengeance weapon wearing the icon of the historical oppressors. You? Shut up, Christopher. Good point, my friend. She was here, then she left recently. Destinations filed for vessels leaving port in the past week are Myok, Babanis, Tau Prime, Throne World. Did you say Throne World? If some born-again Skrull Holy Empress pretender wanted to cause trouble, the capital world of the Alliance is too obvious. Also, on her own, I think Tau Prime is more likely. There's the ruin of a Skrull shrine city there. Yeah. If she's looking for a site to finally reveal her turn to her followers, performative. Religious power is just like any form of power. It's all performative. Just ask my father. Any others? Damn, Gamora's really got it there. And I kind of like how it kind of changes up there for what's kind of going on. Anzite, Cinnabar, Velos Cluster, Usyk. You okay, Christopher? Know my face. Know my truth. As Clerk's pretty much like taking his ass out. It's like, oh, that's not good. And I do like the difference of like the normal kind of coloring and then the prophetic vision kind of coloring. I think we should go there. Usyk. No way. Usyk is just a backwater. I trust his visions and we do not have much else. I can't ignore the throne world. I just can't. I'm sorry. I don't share Gamora's faith in whatever it is you keep seeing. Chris, I don't know you. You say yourself this raptor suit has never bonded with you cleanly because it wasn't built for humans. I just can't trust where it might be coming from. If it helps, neither can I. It's like, there you go, Christopher. I'm liking you more on that kind of front. This is a nice kind of page, as we see them kind of splitting up. I gotta go to Throne World. Come on, come with me. No, Usyk first. I guess our team-up is over. Never. I love a team-up. You guys look at Usyk, I'll take the Throne World. If either of us hits pay dirt, we holler. I'm serious. What makes you think I am not? The Union must not fail. That's the stuff. You find Veronke, I'll bring the Avengers. It'll be a whole thing. Avengers must be nice, must it? Sometimes myths get forgotten. Sometimes they are repurposed, reconfigured, recycled. That's why you gotta watch it. 6 months ago. Oops. Okay. Anything can become a myth. A hero can through their deeds. A god can through their commandments. A prophet likewise. Truth can become a myth. So can a lie. Know my face. Know my truth. I am Varanke. I am Clert, called Super Scroll, defender of the path. You doubt me, Clert. It is in our nature to doubt. Scrolls know that all things shift. I doubt that which was once dead. Faces are easy to make. Faces, yes. That is why I have returned with the truth. Our people must be reminded that change is due, before a grandiose union pins us down and makes it impossible to shift free. It's like, okay, kind of get that. The Kree are our enemy, yet you treat them like brothers for the sake of peace and live in alliance. We accept their oppression for the sake of stability. Stability, Clert, is not a virtue we should ever aspire to. A few short months from now, the Galactic Union will render the galactic hierarchy concrete and absolute. We are already repressed and kept low in that order by the Alliance. The Union will make that state permanent. But there is time to act, to shift, to change the truth of our destiny. There will be no going back once we commit. The blood price would be dear. Our people are reluctant to suffer another war. But if the goddess wills it, then they would not question the price for a second. Leave me. Inform me when Clert returns with his decision, as the goddess wills it. It's like, okay, kind of understand that there, but what's the actual kind of game plan here? And then, of course, shift, and then it's like, ugh! Be quiet and still. I'm told she is the deadliest woman in the galaxy. As we see, they shift, and we see the Gamora and Darkhawk get at it. A chameleoid. Shi'ar Super Guardian, Hobgoblin class. Is undetectable to Skrulls as Skrulls are to everyone else. Interesting play there. Smart to use the Skrulls' core tactic against them. Yes, play on their feelings of persecution. Weaponize their old faith. Work slow and gently like a true messiah. It's like, yep. Pretty clean there. Nothing big, nothing dramatic. Just a gradual shift until the Skrulls rise up, inspired by false hope, and bring the Kree-Skrull alliance down in flames. And then the Union, too, before it's even born. Make them the villains, the instrument of change, no blood on Shi'ar hands. Clean plan there, especially since the Skrulls are kind of easy to kind of pin on the villain kind of route. No blame. A very Skrull strategy for the Shi'ar. I wonder what the Super Skrull would have to say about it. Oh gods, ask him yourself. As he then fucking, like, uses his stretch powers to grab his ass and then flame his ass. It's like, holy shit! Really effective use of Super Skrull's powers here. No one must know of this, daughter of Thanos. The Galactic Council must know of it. A Shi'ar plot to collapse the Union using your people as pawns? Yes, yes, that needs to be known. The Skrulls will not lose face. Exposing this will demonstrate your loyalty to the Union. You misunderstand me. No one must know of this. Pretty much blasting her with a force field and then kind of getting ready to go after Darkhawk. I have been tricked. The Skrulls have been deceived. She was a lie. Pretty much flame thing punching his ass, but her truth was not. You wouldn't. Varanke lives and will live forever. No, pretty much transforming his face into hers, and then Gamora puts a pretty much bomb on him. You boom! As Darkhawk flies them out of there. Go! We can't fight him. We really could have used a bigger gun. Clert won't let us leave Usyk alive. His warriors are already in pursuit. So our plan? We holler. Subspace link to Danvers before the Skrulls jam everything. Even if we're dead by the time she brings her Avengers here, she'll know. That Super Skrull has exposed the Shi'ar conspiracy to undermine the Union, but he's co-opted the trigger mechanism so he can use it himself. That Skrulls weren't a threat now, but now they are anyway. Yes, all of that. It's awful, I agree, but Clert was right. No one must know. Maximus? As they pretty much get to this ship and Maximus pops up, it's like, oh god. I'm about to plead with you, so hear me out. I admire your efforts. You have puzzled out part of a beautiful and secret plan long before anyone else has. Anyone has the slightest clue it even exists. That makes you incredibly capable. I will have use for you. But you must not ruin the plan. Trust me. It will ensure that the Union prevails. Try to be noble and inform the Council or the Avengers, and the plan will fail, and the Union will be doomed. Why? Interesting. It is that simple. So is the fact that you are Maximus the Mad, and nothing you have ever said can be trusted. I'm sorry you feel that way. I had hoped that I could convince you. You think you could stop us? Really? How did you even get in here? The answer to both questions is the same. Francis, here. The power cosmic is, well, as advantageous as it sounds. Cosmic Ghost Rider at your bidding. How do you want them? It's like, yeah. It's like, okay. And I really like that it's Cosmic Ghost Rider kind of font there. It's like, oh shit, dead Francis, dead. Sure, I'm aimed to please. And just blasting them. It's like, no shit. Seems a waste. Well, you heard me try to tell them that. Where now? Oh, to the endgame, please. To be concluded in Imperial Issue 4, as they're blasting, just lying there. It's like, fuck. So, then we also see Imperial Issue 4. That leads us to, okay, Imperial Issue 4's got an interesting kind of thing to kind of tie up, and we've got pretty much everything kind of going on. I like this to see how Darkhawk works with Gamora, and then, of course, introducing Danvers into that. We've got a weird kind of set here. We don't know who's going to completely be on the Imperial Guardians. I mean, we've got an understanding here, but it doesn't seem like this will set it up to a complete kind of thing, because, I mean, Cosmic Ghost Rider blasted their asses like, oh, shit. Carol, she could pretty much handle some stuff. It seems like Clerk would be the main kind of antagonistical force at the moment, depending upon how Imperial shakes out. Maximus saying that it's important that, this Skrull kind of plot continues to go forward in order for the Union to prevail is an interesting kind of thing. I'm intrigued to see how the Inhumans' whole plot kind of goes along with this, but this at least gives us the understanding of what's going on with the Skrulls, and setting that up, I think, as the main kind of crux for the Imperial Guardians, and we'll see how that kind of works out, though Gamora and Darkhawk getting kind of blasted out was like, shit. I like the kind of handle on the characters, even though I wasn't that well versed with them. So if you're more versed with them and understand, it's like, this isn't kind of working out, you're, just let me know in the comments below and what's kind of different for them. Art was awesome. We got good stuff with, like, close-up face shots, good action scenes, and uses of powers, which you always kind of want to get. And since there's a kind of diverse array here, we've got Danvers using her kind of main fighting and energy kind of power, Gamora being more kind of close quarters and tactical. I'm not that well versed with, of course, Darkhawks, but seeing him as more kind of like a flying kind of weird hand-to-hand one, and the kind of Fantastic Four powers, of course, that Super Skrull has. Then getting in with Cosmic Ghost Rider just blasting shit at the end is like, okay, we'll have to see how this goes. So, I overall enjoyed it. I don't think you need to completely go out and go for it, but if you're trying to see if you're interested in Imperial Guardians, you might want to check this out to see. I think this is a good kind of test case. I like this kind of strategy, where it's like, alright, here's these one-shots that set up these kind of these series that we've got, and then kind of going from there and kind of seeing, like, okay, I'm kind of interested in this, kind of not. Then you can, like, check out the first issue if you want and see where it kind of goes from there. So, those are my opinions on the issue. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also, like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.